What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for Anime Uproar, and in this video we will be talking about episode 131 of Dragon Ball Super, which is the final episode at this point in time. And we will be looking at what this episode told us about what's going to happen next in the story. Now, even though some sources have been reporting it, we don't have a new series confirmed at this time. However, we do know that the Dragon Ball Super movie that is coming out in December of 2018 is a continuation of the Dragon Ball Super story. So this is definitely not the end. In fact, there were multiple blatant clues in episode 131 that the adventure will continue. Near the end of the episode, the narrator even says, when a new, unknown, powerful enemy appears, Goku and his friends' adventures will begin again. Until then, a brief parting. See you all again. It really can't be more clear that the writers of Super don't plan on ending the story here. So in this video, we will be looking at what is likely to happen next in Dragon Ball Super, including the upcoming movie and beyond. I think that episode 131 gave us a bunch of very interesting hints for what direction the story will follow in the future. And I think the wish itself, the wish made by Android 17 with the Super Dragon Balls, is a major clue for what happens next. If you enjoyed these types of videos, be sure to leave a like to let me know. There is a lot more Dragon Ball Super content coming up right here at Anime Uproar, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to discuss anime theories and what happens next in Dragon Ball Super, be sure to check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Anime Uproar. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I've been saying from the very beginning that at the end of the Tournament of Power, all of the universes that were erased will be brought back. Just looking at the Dragon Ball franchise and how often the Dragon Balls have been used to wish characters back from the dead, I knew that there was no way that popular characters like members of the Universe 6 team would disappear forever. I knew that they would be back, it was just a matter of how exactly it would happen. In the end, Android 17 was the last man standing after Frieza and Goku worked together to knock Jiren out. And by the way, how crazy was it to see Goku and Frieza fighting together after all this time? That hit me right in the childhood. Anyway, when he was asked to make the wish, Android 17 said the following: "Please restore all of the universes that were erased." And this is according to the official Crunchyroll translation, and Crunchyroll is an official streaming service that works together with Toei, so this is not a fan sub or anything like that. So the important thing about this wish is that Android 17 did not say restore all the universes that were erased during the Tournament of Power. Instead, he said restore all of the universes that were erased, period. He didn't specify a time frame, and if you think back to earlier in the series, we learned that there were once 18 universes, but 6 of them were erased by Zeno, and this happened before the tournament was even announced. With the way Android 17 phrased his wish without specifying a time, it is logical to assume that restore all of the universes that were erased will include the 6 universes that were erased earlier. I've always thought that doing this would be an excellent idea because it opens up so many different possibilities for the story. What is going on in these 6 universes? Why were these specific 6 erased by Zeno in the first place? Are there powerful evil forces there that made Zeno decide to erase them, just like future Zeno decided to erase the entire future timeline because of the evil deeds of Zamasu? If that's the case, and in these universes there is a villain so powerful that the gods of destruction and angels of those universes couldn't deal with him, so Zeno had to straight up erase him, now that Goku, Vegeta, and everyone else is so much stronger after the Tournament of Power, this OP villain from the erased universes would make for the perfect new challenge. Another crazy idea that I've seen floating around in the comments on my Dragon Ball Super videos is that maybe restoring all the universes that were erased will also apply to the future timeline. And so Infinite Zamasu could return to threaten the existence of the multiverse yet again. Personally, I think that the fact that they told us to expect a new, unknown, powerful enemy means that it won't be Zamasu, but it's still an interesting thought. After all, future Zeno being in the present timeline is still an unresolved plot point. Can two Omni Kings exist in the same timeline for a long period of time without something going wrong? We'll have to wait and see. In the quick preview for the Dragon Ball Super movie that we've seen so far, we appear to see Goku getting ready to fight another mysterious Saiyan, and this Saiyan has a powerful greenish aura and yellowish eyes. During this teaser, we also see the words "a Saiyan has no limits," which again seems to imply that the rival we see Goku fighting is a Saiyan. I say rival and not a villain, because if you look at the scene from the teaser and you look at how Goku is behaving, it looks like he is training. Goku is getting ready to train and spar with this Saiyan, not fight to the death or anything like that. So it is very possible that this Saiyan isn't a villain at all, and the new unknown villain could be someone completely different. And in fact, Goku might even team up with this new Saiyan at some point in the movie. But whether he's a villain or not, who could this new Saiyan be? There are many theories out there, including Yamoshi, the legendary Super Saiyan God, and the King of the Universe 6 Saiyans. But Yamoshi is supposed to be long dead, so unless he somehow became immortal and has been hiding all this time without being sensed by anyone, the way to have Yamoshi in the movie is probably through some sort of time travel. As far as the King of the Universe 6 Saiyans goes, his power level should be nowhere near Goku's at this point in time. Don't forget that the Universe 6 Saiyans didn't even know about the Super Saiyan transformation. And if the King of the Universe 6 Saiyans was so powerful as to rival Goku, then why wasn't he taking part in the tournament? I am certain that Champa would have wanted the best possible fighters on his team, and if he could get the other Saiyans like Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla to agree, then why not the king? With the existence of the whole universe on the line and the Super Dragon Balls as the reward, I am sure that the King of the Saiyans would have agreed to participate if he had been strong enough. And this is where we come back to the wish made by Android 17 in episode 131. We know that Saiyans exist in Universe 7 and 6 because these are twin universes, so that makes sense. But do we know that Saiyans don't exist in other universes as well? Don't forget that the Yard Rat race exists in both Universe 7 and Universe 2, even though 7 and 2 are not twin universes. So it is possible that Saiyans exist in other universes as well, aside from 7 and 6. In fact, if the other 6 universes that were erased earlier were revived by Android 17's wish, who's to say that there aren't Saiyans in one of those universes? If those 6 universes were erased because of some great evil, and if there are Saiyans in these universes who had contact with this evildoer, then we can easily see how some of these Saiyans could have gotten incredibly strong by trying to fight off this great evil for many years before the 6 universes were finally erased. The fact that the universes were erased would explain why no one has seen these other Saiyans or sensed their power, and of course why they weren't in the tournament itself. Perhaps some of these Saiyans from the 6 lost universes came to even rival Goku's current power. And now that all the universes have been brought back, they will have to team up with Goku and his friends to finally defeat the great villain. The new, powerful, unknown villain whose evil deeds caused the 6 universes to be erased in the first place. And I guess if you really love the idea of Yamoshi being in the movie, perhaps he went off to fight the unknown villain in one of the 6 universes a long time ago and was erased along with them. That means that Yamoshi wouldn't age in the meantime and would still be alive once the universes are brought back. Personally, I really support this theory that the other 6 erased universes will now be brought back. And if that theory does turn out to be true, it would explain a few other plot points from episode 131 as well. At one point in the episode, Whis says that Zeno-sama has expectations that Goku and his friends can change something. If Zeno erased the 6 universes because of some great evil and that made him lose faith in mortals, then the next adventure for Goku and friends will be to right the wrongs that happened within these 6 universes, and that is what Zeno is expecting of them. That is what the Tournament of Power was a test for. If this does happen, then the tournament arc transitions very smoothly into the next arc. And despite the fact that Goku has gotten so strong now, since we still haven't seen anyone from the other 6 universes, the potential for even more powerful villains and even greater challenges is still there. The other plot point from episode 131 that the return of the 6 other universes would solve is Frieza becoming the Emperor of the Universe once again. Frieza did an incredible job during the tournament. He was crucial for the victory of Universe 7, and as a reward he was revived by Whis. But we know that Frieza isn't going to become good now, and apparently he has re-established his army and is determined to become the Emperor once again. So what does this mean? Is Frieza going to go and slaughter millions of innocent people once again in Universe 7, and Goku and friends are just going to stand by and let it happen? I don't think this is likely, and I don't think Frieza being the major villain yet again is a good idea at all. However, if the other 6 universes are brought back, but they are in chaos because of the great evil that caused them to be erased in the first place, then Frieza could take his army there and fight against the evildoers in those 6 universes. Does this mean that Frieza would then become a good guy? Not necessarily good. He would still be the same emperor bent on conquest, but perhaps in return for fighting the chaos in the other 6 universes, he will be given the right to rule over all of the territory that he liberates from the villains there. That way, Frieza is still an emperor and a conqueror, but not necessarily a villain. And those are my thoughts on what will happen next in the story of Dragon Ball Super. I am definitely standing behind the theory that there are now 18 universes after Android 17's wish, because I just think that would be such a cool plot twist with so many new possibilities for the future. But this is not yet confirmed, it is just a theory at this point, so please let me know what you guys think down below. What is going to happen next? Who is the new Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Super movie? Are all 18 universes back now, or are there still only 12? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, be sure to leave a like to let me know. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we are now posting daily anime content on Twitter and Instagram, so be sure to follow us at Anime Uproar. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.